Hello, hello, hello. Let's do this. You ready to see something different? Then let's go onto my main screen. Now, my, I forgot what you call it, but my avatar is jumping up and down, moving his arm, blinking his eyes, moving his mouth. It should move as I talk, but also move when I'm not talking. The stream goal just noticed is up to date, and that's because that bot's come in the chat, so yay. I got the fox up in the top corner of me then. The chunky machine is there, but it hasn't got anything in it yet. Yeah, it took a while to do this, to get it back to where it was. But it is super cool. But that jumping around was the main thing that I was trying to do. And it was like, you can't because you're in the Streamlabs. So I swapped over. Let's see who we got today. So, Dawn, Bella, hiya. Rennie will join us when he can, good. Yeah, sound is better, is it? Because like I spent hours trying to do that to get it back to where it was. The music should also die down while I talk. It should like almost cut out. Like it don't disappear completely, but it goes like down in volume. Well, I better get started because we didn't know how long we got. So, obviously this is how far we got last time. I'm just gonna show you my beautiful little girl, which is Tilly, just here. And that is who we're actually drawing. Now, as you can see, the colours aren't quite right. So, I think that'll be the first thing we do, is try and get a different colour on the go. So, selecting all these layers. Including the head one, the ear ones, the hair one, under the chin, the muzzle bit. I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing. So we'll start with that for now. So what I'm going to do is select colour, get the eyedropper tool, and put it actually on her colours. So one of these greys will do nicely. Yeah, something like that. Actually, I think that has done a pretty good job already. Looking around. There's one thing I want to check though, and that is on one of these legs. I think it's this one. Yeah, and it has, so I thought it would. Can you see that that is meant to be just a stroke and it's got the fill in it? That will affect us later, so I'm going to turn the fill off now and just leave just the stroke like it should be. Now then, do you want to start colouring in, or do you want to finish the cat off first? It's much cleverer than it has been. Yeah, good. Although, I have just got something now which will make it all different totally. If I can get it working. And like, more animated and stuff around the actual, you know, like the purple and yellow. So I'm gonna have like a beam of light going down the yellow, like all the way around. And the name of change colour and things, that's what I'm intending to do. But I'm not sure how to do it yet. And I wasn't gonna attempt it before the stream with it working like this. I don't know how that bot started working on the subs like come in and stuff. Although I did read somewhere that it takes about 4 hours to actually kick in, so I might have done that. I finished the cool. So making sure we're underneath the body. I'm gonna just pick something underneath the whole lot. Picking the pen tool, and I'm just gonna put in some needs just here to create this leg. And now I'm gonna go to node tool and make all the outside nodes smart or smooth, and then adjust the nodes so it looks more like a leg. Like so. Just adjusting it. Now then, what I'm gonna do, because this has got those 2 lines as well, so going back to what we were doing, I'm gonna duplicate that. On the bottom layer, I'm gonna turn off the stroke and put in the color. And then on the top layer, I'm gonna go to those nodes and make some extra ones, one either side, one in the middle. Select the one in the middle and break it. Select it again in the middle and delete. That leaves that gap. Now I'm gonna change that stroke so it's got the pressure I need. Just like this and like this. There we go. And then I'm gonna grab the pen tool and make these 2 lines. So making 2 nodes there and selecting black and the node tool and just changing these slightly like so, and then duplicate that and just move it down a little bit so that we get those 2 lines. And just like that, we've got our leg. Now, I've struggled like hell with these balls at the front. I'm not too sure what to do with them. So, there might be a little bit of playing around, I don't know. Firstly, what I'm going to do is go to pen tool and put in just one of them for now. And make that all selected and smart, making sure it's on top like so, and that color on the fill, not on the stroke. Now this is the bit that I'm not too sure about. Changing that pressure, just resetting it and going to node tool. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with this leg. It's gonna be a little bit plain, I think. I think something like this will do. It's just one of these weird, like, and she's not in that kind of position, so it's hard to even get reference. It's gonna be something like that. Let me try putting the other ones in and see if it does it. I'm just gonna duplicate that, making sure we've selected the underneath one, move it out a little bit, like so, and then duplicate it again, but make sure we choose the bottom one, move it out slightly. I think no matter what we do, it's not gonna look right. But hopefully the box that goes there with the other car will make it look better. Because I'm really unsure as to that bit. I can't... it's not selecting. I can't zoom in and push it. Oh, now I can. Affinity weirdness. Now I'm gonna start doing this tail. Just selecting all these layers with the leg and grouping them, and going into scale with object and turn it off before I forget. Now I'm gonna start doing this tail. So just putting in some nodes just here and here and here. Nope, not that one. That was far too close. So this one, and over here we're gonna have to improvise a bit because there's so many. Like so. That was me touching it. Down here and just continuing. And then the last one to his butt to join it up. Now I'm gonna select the node tool. I'm gonna just read in chat as well. Okay. Now I'm gonna bend this line so it looks more like the sketch. Changing that particular node to sharp because they always gotta be sharp on these. Now putting in an extra node here because this bit actually curves up. Same as the other bit curves up. Like that. And these bits actually go inwards. I'm changing that node as well to sharp. Now, yeah, these ones go in towards the middle. Changing that node. But when we get to here, we should start going the other way. Just changing any node that's not sharp to sharp. Like so. Now I'm just making it make sense with the other ones. Making this smart or smooth. Now these ones closer to the bottom, they are slightly angled like this. This looks a whole mess, so I'm going to sort that out now. And this one needs to be brought down, and then it'll actually go this way. Same as this one. That might be too far. Now this one goes up, but that one goes down. And there we go, the tail. Now again, this has got those lines on it, so I'm gonna have to duplicate it. Select the bottom one, get rid of the stroke, and make the fill that colour of the cat. Select the stroke only, go to node tool, and put in those either side of those, and one in the middle. Now select the middle one, break, and select the middle one, delete, and there you go. Now I'm just going to change the pressure of that stroke, because I like the lines angled towards the break, like so, like that. And then just selecting the pen tool, I'm just going to make those lines again, making sure they're black colour. Go into node tool, bending it slightly, duplicating it, go to move tool, and push it down, and there's those lines. And zooming out, there we go. One cat, which I should have done last week, just ran out of time, like so. Now as you can see, the colours are not quite right, so we're gonna adjust that now. So selecting the main body, which is this part, Actually, what we'll do is just make that leg join up as well. Selecting the main body. I'm just gonna pen tool. Oh, actually, I just zoomed in and realised I hadn't done that bit. So, going back to the main body and going to pen tool, I'm gonna make this little fluffy front bit here. And can you see that we're actually missing some of it because this bit is joined to this bit? I'm just gonna solve that as well now. So this piece is actually part of this piece. If we select both of them and put add, and then that makes it part of that piece and gets rid of our little problem that we had. Selecting the node tool now, I'm going to make these slightly angled like so, but going down, and it kind of curves around the body. Just adjusting it to make sense with the body. There, you just gotta follow that body shape round. Now, getting back to what I was doing. In fact, I might just put that line inside the body. There we go. Now, selecting the main body, I'm going to select the pen tool. And I'm just going to draw outside of the kitten. And we need to go, like, include the neck, but not the shoulder blades. So I'm just trying to think where it makes sense. So if we just, no, we can put another colour there anyway. So if we just go along this body, and back in, selecting it all the way around and joining it up. We're gonna have to adjust some of these nodes. So we'll get rid of the strike. Oh, hi guys, I just noticed. Hey all. Hey, is Jonathan here, did you say? Oh, hi Jonathan. Did you notice my avatar is now moving? That took me a while to work out. But as I talk, it talks. And that's because I can't go on camera myself. So I made this instead. But yeah, much happier now I'm on OBS. I'm just going to continue now, so going to the fill and making it white. Now, going into the node tool, let's make it first not any part of that leg. In fact, we could just hide it within the head there. Oh, I did it the wrong way, that's what it is. So, go into one of these nodes, we can just go break, and then move it around. I actually done this all wrong, let me just undo it. So forget that altogether, because that is totally wrong. So here, what you're meant to do is go back to node tool, make it this side of the body, like so. Like that. And now you continue it with the pen tool. But go this way around, and join it here. And get rid of the stroke, make it go white, like with the fill. And go to the node tool, but select that white shape and put it underneath the little fluffy front bit of the hair. Now it's starting to look better. Okay. Now I'm just gonna make some of these nodes smart, like this one under here. And can you see we don't quite want it like that? We wanted it to join up here, so I'm just moving them into place. Like so. Yeah, we don't want it on that shoulder blade, we want it all on the front bit. Just like the cat. In fact, we could do the head as well. So let's select the main head piece. And let's select the pen tool. And make sure we do it the right way this time. So, her face. Can you see the white bit goes up towards her eye? And then halfway down the muzzle piece on the other side. So I'm just going to recreate that now with the pen tool. So, up towards the eye, which is there. And then about halfway down the muzzle. Right there. And then it goes back up. And out. And just joining those nodes up. And make that a white fill. Now. That has got to be within the headpiece. Like so. I'm just going to tidy up the nose now. So that's going to be slightly angled. That's going to be over onto the muzzle a little bit. And up there. Does it come onto that muzzle? I can't remember. Oh yeah, that whole muzzle. Okay. Always look at reference. So it is this whole muzzle. Which we'll sort out in a sec. If you duplicate that. And drag that whole piece onto the muzzle piece. And there we go. Now it's like you would expect it to be. I'm just quickly adjusting this some more. So moving that into the nose now. Make sure you're on the right one when you select it. Selecting this node. It looks too sharp, so I'm going to make it smarter. And just do that by adding a few nodes. I'm trying to get that. Can you see it goes up, like towards one eye, like so. Yeah, just like that. Now it's not quite the same, so I'm gonna put an extra node here, make it sharp, and drag it down to this one. Select both of them, make it sharp again, so it like doesn't make it round like it was. That's better. She does have the oddest shape, bless her. Like the oddest colours. Now that entire leg, so this one here is white, so we'll fill that in white. I'm just thinking what else is her colours. The back feet are also white, like one half of it anyway. So go into pen tool, selecting this back leg, and I go from about here, and then just select half of this leg, and all the toes and everything, and join it back up, and then go to the white, and just make sure it's inside that leg. And make sure it's underneath all the other bits of the leg. Make sure it's in the right one, like so. Those toes also need to be white. So I'll just quickly do that. Going back to that leg piece that we just done. And select all these internal nodes. Make them smart, or like smooth. And select the other nodes and just tidy it up a little bit, like so. Now this entire back leg is actually white, but because it's on the other side, we're going to make it slightly darker so that when we come to shade it, it'll be easier. So let's do that now. Let's go pure white and then just off white a little bit, like so. And I've just noticed that the black lines are now underneath that layer, so I'm gonna go find them and bring it back on top so it's on that layer, like so. We're nearly there. Now this leg over here is actually odd because the back of it's stripy but the front of it's white. So selecting that leg, this one, and then go into pen tool. It's mostly white, so just put in some pen tool just all the way around and make that white and put it within that piece of the leg, so like say make these toes white by changing the fill, and then the internal nodes, when you select node tool like I didn't, select those nodes and then put smart. Just reading chat. Hey Renee, I'm glad you like it. Hey John, I'm glad you like it too. Yeah, it'll get there. Just gonna adjust these nails a little bit so it's more white towards the top, so it's kind of like just this little piece here, like that, and the rest is white. You can always see it in the picture, there's like a tiny little dark bit. Now this cat is what they call a Torby, so it's kind of like a tabby but with ninja bits. So let's do her ninja bits. Oh, the inner ears are like slightly different too. Let's sort that out now. So go into the inner part of the ears, this bit, and then go into color and just pick in the eye color picker. Just pick an orange from there, like that. Looks right. Now what I'm gonna do is go to the main body, so this one, and then go to pen tool, and I'm gonna make this piece. I don't know whether you can see it on it was the thing I want to use. So on the top of the cat it's very orange, between that and the white, which I'm just gonna do now. So it's part of the body, part of the shoulder blade, part of the leg. We'll have to duplicate this a lot. So just going into the pen tool now and just making some random pen tools, nodes I mean, like so. Select the whole thing and make it smart smooth. And what I'm going to try and do is select this orange off of the cat itself. So we need very light colour. That's not light enough. So I'm just going to pick it off the colour wheel now. Now can you see it's not gone into the whole cat, just gone on the body. So making sure it's in the body now. We're gonna duplicate it and put it in the shoulder blade, in the leg, like everywhere. So when it lets me pick it up, I'm gonna put it into the shoulder blade. I'm gonna duplicate it again, put it inside that leg piece, wherever it is. Is it this one? Oh, it's 2 pieces. So duplicate it again. And then put it inside that leg as well. And there we go. Lots of other ninja bits. There's one on the face. Let's duplicate it again. Take it right up to the face part. If it'll let me select it. There we go. Yeah, inside the face. And select the move tool. And put it just over the eye. And like it goes into like a triangle over the eye. So going back to our tool now. It always moves on me. So go into node tool. First thing I'm going to do is delete those nodes and make it into the triangle shape that it is. And then bring the node in. Select that node. Just wondering how far up it goes. It goes quite far, so right here, like that. Yeah, by that. Even more ninja bits now, so selecting one of these little ones. In fact, if I select the body one, because this piece is on the body. So duplicate that, go to move tool and move it across to the top part of the body that it is, like so. Just like that. And we're in the bottom of the leg, so duplicate it and move it down to this leg. Put it on the leg layer, wherever it is. Where's this leg layer? And we gotta make sure we're in the brown part. And that leg. Just moving it right now. And there we go. Now there's a little piece at the top of the, I'm gonna call it arm, but it's the front leg. I'm just gonna use that piece. Let's duplicate that piece. And let's put this into the front leg, which I think is this one. And then move it. No, it's the other one. There we go. Shrink it up a little bit. And put it just inside the leg. Like that. Get rid of these white parts, so I don't know why there's 2 white bits. It's done something wrong somewhere. I'm just gonna try something. So the bottom one shouldn't have a fill, and the top one should, but it's doing the wrong bit. Whatever. Just put that white back, and let's turn off this one for a minute. That didn't change a thing. Okay. Always the same. It's like, why is this doing this thing? So that piece there, whatever it is the bit that's causing it. So if we go into the fill and turn off the fill, and there we go. Now it's just that orange piece. And can you see there's like a kind of like an oval in between her leg and her chest and like her body. So we can duplicate that now by going to, I think it's top of the leg. So when I can find it, which is this one, go into the shape tool, go into ellipse, and then make that round like so, making it the same colour as the rest of the car. So this colour. And then we're just going to move it into place. Actually, what I'm going to do is convert it to curves, go to node tool, and just proper bend it into place. If I get that orange piece that we put in on the leg, wherever it is, where is it? This one? No. Into this one. And what we need is that to be on top of that other shape. So if I grab the other shape, this one, and make sure it's underneath, just gonna move it all the way down. So it's underneath that leg. That orange piece, like so. Just like that. Now can you see there's like a white line going through some of these? I'm gonna try and get rid of that now. So if we go up to the top of the panel, just above the cat, so just closing down all these layers, sorry. So going back onto this car, what I'm going to do is go into shape tool, make a rectangle this time, and then just create a random rectangle just here, and go into convert to curves, go into node tool, and what I'm going to do is grab those nodes and just put them so they're over this line, just so that you can't see it. Might have to zoom in a little bit for this bit. So, I mean, when you're zoomed out, you're not going to see that. I'm going to do exactly the same with the orange pieces now. So, just making another rectangle, making sure we're on top of everything. And just make it here. And make it the same orange as this orange. Convert it to curves. And then select the node tool. And just make sure we've covered all those lines so we can't see them. Make a new node if we have to. And there we go. Bit of a cheat, but it's the way I know. I just noticed that that bleed is like going through the line. So if I go to where that is, I think it's this leg. This one, yeah. I'm just gonna put an extra node here and drag it in. No, it's not that piece. This piece. I'll put a node here. No, it's still not that piece. Okay, that's a bit strange. Just wondering whereabouts it would be. Is it this piece? I'll try again. So I'll put a node there and try, yeah, that time we got it. So yay. So put a node here. And now I'm going to have the same problem going backwards. Just to make it go with that line. And what I'm going to do is just make it make sense to this space as well. So going up to that. Gonna put it just inside. Now when you zoom out you won't notice nothing. It's still not done, this cat. It's very odd coloured. So let's do some of these black stripes, shall we? And go back into the main body of the car. Like so. Select the pen tool. And then, can you see that the lines actually follow the curve of the cat all the way around? So what I'm going to do is start from here, say, and just put in a triangle, like so, with the pen tool. Go to nodes. Make this black on the fill, and then make sure it's inside the main body. In fact, we could put it down here somewhere. And then what we're going to do is select this node and make it smart. And then we're just going to pull these nodes so it makes sense with the body. Maybe make some extra nodes here and drag them this way. There we go. And now we're just going to do that for the rest of the cat. So, making sure we're there, we're going to go to pen tool, and then we're going to put it just here, little triangle, and do the same again and again. So, node tool, make this smarter, make it black. This is actually part of the leg, so I'm going to move it into the shape here. If it'll let me grab it, just lay down. If it'll let me grab it, there we go. I'm just gonna make some extra nodes here and here. Select it again and curve it out so that it follows the shape of the body. Needs to be a little bit thinner, actually, that line. Probably about there. Hopefully you're all still with me. I'm to chat for a while. Yeah, Tilly is coming to life. It's like amazing. I'm going to carry on doing these black stripes. So I'm going to go to the pen tool again. And there's going to be one just here. So I'm going to put it in here. And make it black. And engage the node tool. Make that one smart smooth. Put in extra nodes on the middle. And bend it towards the back slightly. And then adjust the nodes just to make it a little bit thinner. Like that. But they've all got to go towards the cat, like the shape of the cat. Now, instead of keep drawing it like that, I'm just going to duplicate and then move it. And hopefully it's going to go onto this leg down here. I just got to move it to that piece now. So, is it this one? Yes. And that was like exactly where I wanted it. So, duplicate that again. I'm going to move it to this side, but what I'm going to do is go into the transform panel and flip it. And then drag it to this side of the leg. But can you see it's going up this way now? Because that's the way the leg goes. And I duplicate it again. I was going to swap it over, but it did anyway. I don't know why. I just want it above that orange piece, like so. My voice is getting so badly. Okay. Duplicate it again. Oh, it's swapped over again. I think now I keep doing this, but it's very cool.
Are we doing it at the same time? Yeah.
I'm just gonna make this one make sense with this part of the body. And duplicate it. Actually, now I'm gonna try and swap it over and duplicate it again. Because this time I don't want it to swap to the other side of the body. want to stay on this side, like so. That's starting to look pretty good. I go to the main body now, and then duplicate that one, and see if this one will go like it will. Now I'm going to duplicate that one again, and move it slightly this way, like so. Like, I'm looking at it because it's like, is it right or not? We basically got to do this for the whole gap, and there's so much of it. Now, not every stripe is connected to the side of the body. There is some that are just... I'll show you. So you go to the pen tool. You remember that little... wherever it's gone, the round bit that we made? Where's that round bit gone? Was it within a leg? I don't remember. Let me try that leg there. Yes, this little round thing here. We're gonna push the pen tool to select nodes just inside. We're gonna go to node tool, select the whole thing, and make it smarter. Now it's almost the right shape. Just gonna change it a little bit. I'll fill this with black now, and make sure it's within that shape that we made. And it's not working. Okay, what we're gonna do, if that ever happens to you, just make it the top layer, and then it can't go underneath anything else. So, like so. Now, looking at it, it does need to move down a little piece, so down to about there. Yep, that's good. But can you see on her actual arm, it's like not connected to the rest of it. It's just a random floating black piece. I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to move it to the rest of the body now, which is right here. Because there's loads of little bits like this on the cat. So go into new tool. I'll change these nodes now to make sense with this part of the body. So it would curve towards this bit, like so. And now that top of the leg. So duplicate it again. And we want it to go here now. But we want it the other way around. So let's go transform and flip. Then we can just move it into position like so. Go to node tool. And just move these nodes just to make it make sense of this a little bit. So changing those nodes like so. And there we go. The tail is kind of the same as well, so selecting one of these triangles we made, wherever it's gone. It's inside the body here. Duplicate one of these ones and put it within the tail, making sure we've got it on the right layer, which is this one. Then move it to the tail. You want to flip it because they actually go towards the bottom, if you like. They like this. Jonathan, you still there? Oh, I have about 10 minutes, you say? Oh, no. It's gone so quick. It's like having fun. So yeah, on the tail, it actually goes the other way to what you think it would be. So it goes towards the bum when the curve. Jonathan, you still there? You paying attention? I'm going to duplicate this and move it just up the tail slightly, and then duplicate it again and move it up the tail slightly, and again, like so. Oh, like that, getting inside that bit. So let's go right there. Now I'm going to swap it over to the other side, duplicate it again, push it on the move tool, and go into transform and flip. Because this time it's got to be angled this way, towards the bottom, remember? So duplicate that. No, undo that. So it's gonna either duplicate or power duplicate, so you just need to select away from it, select it again, then duplicate, and then it will just normal duplicate, like so. Select away, select it, and duplicate, and then you can just move it normally, like that. I'm just trying to think what the end of her tail looks like. I'm not very sure, I can't remember. What colour should make the end of the tail? There's little ninja patches and stuff as well in there. So going into one of these ninja patches and duplicating it, and then putting it within the tail, underneath these black lines. So right at the bottom, like so. Going into move tool, and then move that piece so that it's part of the tail, like so. I think there's one right there, but there's also one on the other side, so. It's a bit bigger than that, so it's right there. And then duplicate that again, and move it to this side. I'm sure it's about here. Something like that. Going into new tool because it looks a bit sharp on the edges, even though it's on the smooth side. I'm gonna just delete all these, make new ones, and just angle these nodes so it goes around the tail, like so. I got a feeling the end of her tail is just pure black, but I can't remember. If it is, I'll change it in the next lesson. If it's not, I'm just gonna go into the shape tool, go into ellipse, and just make the whole thing black, like so. Make sure it's underneath every layer, like so. Go into move tool, and just move it so it's like that. It's something like that. I'll have to check. I can't remember. No, she has got some other little flicks and stuff, but I think we'll just leave it there as we're running out of time. But that is looking seriously cute. Just closing up these layers. You can turn off that main one now. Select all these layers and make them into a group on their own, so that cat's one group. Now we can bring back Lucy, and that foot just still doesn't look right to me, but we'll do something about that when I work it out. And then we gotta do the kittens next, which I don't think you've seen them, Renee. So I'll put that on screen as well. Which is these two here. They're brothers. They're Bengal. And that's what we're doing in the next one, is making these. And then we've still got to shade everything. So there's going to be a few cat videos, yeah. But that is where we got to today. Can't really see. Is we did our cat here. I will post this in the art club as well. It's non-shaded, yeah. But today was all about getting the colours right and finishing off the bits that we missed last time. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there, guys, and we'll carry on in the next one. So thanks very much for coming. And I hope everything works alright. And I hope you weren't too distracted by the avatar moving. And hopefully we'll get even more stuff sorted for next week. Like the chunky wheel that's in the top, like turning around. That needs totally redoing. It's still, actually the station was on the last one too. Yeah, there's a few little bits, but I've got most of it across. But yeah, glad you enjoyed it, everyone. And I'll see you in the next one.